First up on the show, ahead of the resumption of formal negotiations between Israel and Hamas, Tel Aviv and Washington are preparing for a major attack by Iranian forces as a reprisal for the assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. Israeli defense forces say they are on peak alert. In fact, in a joint statement, France, Germany, the UK endorsed calls for the warring parties to strike a deal as the West worries over a major regional escalation.
That we share the same concerns and expectations that our Israeli counterparts have with respect to potential timing here. Could be this week. We're continuing to watch it very, very closely. And it is difficult to ascertain at this particular time if there is an attack by Iran and or its proxies, what that could look like.
Now, amid anticipation of an attack, Israel said it is monitoring developments in Iran, but the military has not changed its precautionary guidelines for the public.
We take seriously the remarks and statements by our enemies, and therefore we are at peak preparedness for the attack and defense, and we will act according to the instructions of the political level.
According to a new report, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant spoke with the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin on Sunday. Gallant told Austin that Iran's military preparations are pointing to a large-scale attack on Israel. The Pentagon later confirmed this call, adding that Austin had ordered the deployment of guided missile submarines to West Asia. Reiterating America's commitment to taking every possible step to defend Israel, the Pentagon statement noted the strengthening of U.S. military forces in the region. It also said that the U.S. has ordered a strike group of fighter jets and Navy warships to accelerate their deployment to West Asia. Iran has meanwhile prepped its missile and drone units as well. The report claimed, citing senior officials in Washington and Tel Aviv. A meeting between Israel and Hamas is still scheduled for August 15th, but Hamas has announced that it will not be participating in the talks in Doha or in Cairo. An attack by Iran is expected before the scheduled ceasefire talks. Iran-backed Hezbollah group has kept up its offensive for a second night in a row on Monday. 30 rockets were fired into northern Israel from Lebanon. This one follows a similar barrage from the Hezbollah side on Sunday. Hezbollah has also vowed revenge against Israel for the assassination of its senior commander, Fawad Shukr. The spokesperson for Hamas's armed brigades, Al-Qassam, said on Monday that one Israeli hostage was killed by its guards and two other women captives were seriously wounded in two separate incidents in Gaza. And for more on this, we were earlier joined by Charles David, former Deputy National Security Advisor in Israel, currently adjunct Associate Professor of Political Science, Columbia University in New York. Here's what he had to say.
Well, first of all, Israeli politics have always been nothing if not rather fierce and tough politics. And ministers have a tendency to state and maybe overstate their positions. Now, it's not that Gallant said, the defense minister said that it is Israel and not Hamas, which is the cause of the failure, so far at least, in the hostage swap talks, but that he believes that the objective of total victory is something that is not really feasible.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.